gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spin a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Kick the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There is none there for him.
Mariota now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third and short yardage. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
Now, getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Three.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
One.
2nd down, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
1st down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to Philly. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And some room to work. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin.
Gone! Over!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down carry here for Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield on play action. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch it now, Barney.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Gun. Hut.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 1st touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin with a run by Penny. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. That's caught by Penny. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's a give to Penny. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Throw left side complete. It's Mason. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Mariota. They set up the screen to Penny. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota. Complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Throwing. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they start the 2nd half with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the 2nd half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Over! All right, here we go. Green,
Now Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. Mayfield. Flushed out, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Daquan Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Mariota now on second down. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Mariota now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota, big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now Mariota. Walker with the grab, left side. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Now let's go!
Mayfield down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The handoff to Penny. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It goes. It's a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Mariota now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Penny. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
This is Penny. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Mariota here to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Mason. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tennessee, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.